Greetings, folks. Day 10 of the three-legged race to the Áras. Lads, what a presidential election we're having. At this stage, the whole thing resembles a parish field day where the organisers lost the raffle tickets and the dog show judge is on the pints since noon. Catherine Connolly was already fending off questions about hiring Ursula Nishianon, a woman convicted of gun offences, when it emerged that Ursula was at the Erigi Ardèche the very same month she took the job. But Catherine Connolly insists that Ursula had left the organisation before being hired. Presumably she left it the same way you leave coppers at 3 a.m. in the morning, only to be photographed inside again an hour later. And if that wasn't enough, Elijah Burke, one of Enoch's many siblings at this stage, the Burke family have enough for their own GA football club, decided to storm Connolly's campaign event in Galway. Security said he could ask a question later, but Elijah opted for the true Burke's family's traditional debating tactic, shouting until the Gardaí carry you out. Truly, the Burkes have turned political disruption into a cottage industry. Expect a Ryanair-style loyalty card soon. 10 protests and the 11th gets you a free megaphone. Meanwhile, Big Jim Gavin, former Dublin GA boss turned presidential hopeful, is on a mission now to talk about disability inclusion, noble stuff, but the press keep whispering about his Celtic Tiger apartments, alleged dodgy mortgage deals and alleged rent refunds that vanished into thin air. But Big Jim Gavin insists he got no special treatment. Of course not, just like the Dublin football team never got soft refereeing decisions against Kerry. And yet the electorate is left scratching their heads once again. Disability inclusion is lovely, but the tabloids are circling like seagulls over a chip bag, hinting at the alleged fears and waiting for Big Jim Gavin to either come clean or pull a hamstring mid-campaign. If you've nothing to hide, Jim Gavin, you need to come out now and make a statement about these alleged fears with women and girls and set the record straight once and for all, because this is not going to go away. Heather Humphreys, meanwhile, has managed to turn drink driving legislation into the biggest who said what row since the parish council fought over who borrowed the strimmer. Shane Ross swears blind she opposed automatic bans for drivers over the limit. Humphreys insists she absolutely supported the legislation all along. Simon Harris helpfully chimed in with "I don't recall," which is political code for "I'm not touching this with a barge pole." So to sum up the race, folks, in general so far, Catherine Connolly accidentally running a spin-off of Love Hate out of her constituency office, Jim Gavin promising inclusion while ducking questions about Tiger era property shenanigans, and Heather Humphreys denying that she ever thought rural lads should be allowed to drive home after just the 7 pints, and the Burkes as auditioning for Ireland's Got Tantrums competition. At this point, folks, the only thing missing now is Bertie Ahern showing up with a tint and saying, "Lads, will you just let's get sorted out in the Galway races. Ireland 2025, we don't do politics, we do pantomime." Gurmila Mahagav.